This is the legendary Souffle Suissesse, a true classic. And so the first step, we're going to prepare the cheese. We want equal amounts of cheddar cheese, extra mature of course, and some Gruyere. Start by grating out the cheddar. Once that's in, grate your Gruyere, and then pop the cheese to one side, ready to go. So take a large mixing bowl and another bowl, and you want to separate the whites from the yolks. So we need a frying pan and a saucepan. Pop the heat on low to medium, and you want to start by pouring some cream into the frying pan. Add a good handful of cheese to the cream, and then season with a tiny pinch of salt and some ground white pepper. Give the cheese a stir into the cream, and then in the saucepan, which you want on a medium heat, add a really generous knob of butter, about a tablespoon. Once the butter starts to melt, you want to chuck in an equal amount of plain flour, so about a tablespoon. Keep stirring while you cook out the flour, and after a few moments you'll have a nice thick bubbling paste. And to the paste you want to slowly start incorporating some milk, and we're going to be making a nice thick bechamel. So pour a little dash of milk, keep stirring and repeat until you have a nice thick white sauce. And do keep an eye on your cream, make sure you stir it every few minutes. And then we want to add a tiny pinch of salt and a touch of ground white pepper, and then we're going to add the egg yolks to the bechamel. Make sure you turn off the heat at this point, so pour those in and then stir the yolks into the bechamel, and this is the base of our souffle. At this point, preheat the oven to 180 degrees, and now you want to butter your souffle ramekin. Then we need to whisk our egg whites, and so take your egg whites, use a hand whisk or an electronic whisk, it is up to you. And what we're looking for, we need it to be nice and fluffy, but we need to try and stop just before the point where it leaves you with stiff peaks. So after a few moments, once we're there, we need to take another small bowl, add a spoonful of the egg whites and the same amount of the bechamel. Gently fold the bechamel into the whites. Once that's mixed, add another spoonful of the egg whites and repeat. And roughly speaking, just by eye, we want to use twice the amount of egg whites as we have bechamel. Once that's done, you want to pop the mixture into your ramekin bowl and then place this in the oven, and you want to bake it off for anywhere between 5 and 7 minutes. So once the souffle is beautifully risen, you want to get that out of the oven and then very gently turn it upside down into the cream sauce. Sprinkle over another handful of your cheese, and then you want to pop this under the grill, and it will take another minute or two just for the cheese to beautifully melt over the souffle. And there we have a classic dish from La Gavroche restaurant. I hope I've done it justice, and all that's left to do is to get stuck in. So give it a try, and I'll see you next time.